Montague. Let's make some noise and welcome to the ice, your Eastern Dukes! Good morning from Montague, Prince Edward Island. Mark Rooney and Sean McCormick with you here on High Button Sports for the first of three between the visiting Western Rebels and hometown Eastern Dukes, the Island Summit Series. This will be a dandy. It's been called the best rivalry in Prince Edward Island hockey over the last 2 years. And I can tell you as a first-hand witness, it should be a dandy again. We'll get starting lineups and ready to go. Starting lineup for your Eastern Dukes. On defense, number 3, Quinn McDonald. On defense, number 11, Jackson Bowering. At forward, number 14, Campbell Dunn. At forward, number 17, Blake Hartman. At forward, number 6, Colin McCormick. And in goal, number 29, Felix Hatton. At this point, we would ask you, if able to stand, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us of land. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Hail Tabitha, the earth was a plain, Protegia, nor is it no droit. Protegia, nor is it
This period of hockey is brought to you by Fair Isle Ford.
Well, if you know anything about the under-16 hockey in Prince Edward Island in the last 2 years, you certainly know about this rivalry between the Western Rebels and the Eastern Dukes, and there's not a person in the rink today who's not up for this one. We're underway for the first of 3 in the Island Summit Series. Last year, these two teams played 17 games against each other, and this is number 1 on the year. Change in the league schedule sees them playing each other much less, but the rivalry, I'm sure, is every bit as strong. The Rebels in their road yellow with green trim will travel on your screens from right to left. McCormick in with the first shot of the game on Hudson Lynch. In the Rebels' goal. And the second one done. A goal early on by McCormick with 3 quick shots. And the start that the Dukes and their fans are hoping for. McCormick. .34 seconds in. And the Dukes minus some key players today have gotten themselves off to a quick start, thanks to Captain Colin McCormick. Duke's goal, his 10th on the season, scored by number 6, Colin McCormick. Assists go to number 14, Campbell Dunn. That's McCormick from Dunn. Time of the goal, 34 seconds. Now the Rebels, to be fair, had a long drive last night coming from Truro. They had an evening game against the Fundy. That's tipped in front. Try to throw that back in front. Dukes complete control at the moment. And the Thunder Rebels game went the way of the Rebels 5-2 last night. They had a late night and an early start to come down. Some of them traveling, of course, from Western PEI, some from as close as Cornwall, but regardless, we'll see how their legs are starting out early. And the Dukes missing major pieces on the blue line with William Henry, Kipton Elward, Ty Murnahan missing today, as well as Dion Broussard. The first three are on the injured list, and Broussard serving suspension from altercation last week against those same Fundy Thunder. Dukes come into the game 13-3, and the Rebels 10-6. No matter where they are in the standings, everyone's wanting to win this one. Sam Dunn making a nice move. Center right in front. English got a handle on it, but a little bit late, and that one masked the stick of Quincy McLennan. Back comes Goody. Bit of a game clock malfunction. He should be back center right in front. Back comes McLennan. Shot into the gear. Well, the Rebels D, now they break out again. Back with it is Smallman. He'll chip it in, and the Rebels will make changes. All the way around. Green's going to try to catch up to that. Hudson stops him at center. Back to call up Nick Lou. Nice pass to another call up, Gavin Hartman. Nice save right on from Hudson Lynch, as he's been tested early. That shot hit a leg and went behind the goal. Rebels a little bit scrambly in their own zone. Now Gavin Hartman, who's played a few games with the Rebels, certainly not his taste with the Dukes are with first taste. That hit a leg, it's in front, oh! And Nash Langell was on the doorstep, fired it wide. Bowering with a shot into the gear. Oh, a quick whistle there too. Rebels may have gotten a bad break on the incidental horn in the rink, but good break there with the quick whistle. We'll call it all square for now. Scramble at the face-off dot. Gavin Hartman. We welcome back his brother after a lengthy injury as well. Assistant Blake Hartman getting his first league action in a better part of a month, I think. Lou able to chip that back in. Nowhere number 2 today for the Dukes, who are traveling west to east, left to right on your screen in their traditional home black with gold and red trim. Into the feet now. Connor Arsenault can't get it moving. Back come the Rebels. They hit the Dukes blue line. Shot right on. And Hatton will steer that into the right corner. Long pass. Dunn in behind, giving chase. Collins, Dunn. Oh, lost the handle. Nice feed from Arsenault to Dunn. Lynch played that nicely all the way in. Now McCormick picks it up. He's giving the Dukes a 1-goal lead, and then Lynch another nice save there to hold the rebound. Okay, face off to the left of now Dunn. Take possession for the Dukes. He'll feed it back. Dunn shot. Did it get through? Lynch seems to have it. Welcome the Dukes. Welcome Evan Bruce up for the Greater Charlottetown U16AAA Islanders. And joining the Rebels today are number 22 Caleb Griffin as well as 34 Cruz Hallett. Replacing number 4 Luke McGilvery and Captain Ben McGregor. Now done with the move, trying to get that. It's lofted in front. Where will it come down? On the stick. Oh, Hartman. And Hartman bangs it home. And they're going to say no goal. Waved off. I'm going to say Hartman instead, rather than a goal, is going to cross-check. From hero to ghost. Well, 5 minutes in, the Rebels now have a power play. Duke's penalty to number 17, Blake Hartman. 2 minutes for cross-checking. That's Hartman for cross-checking. Time of the penalty is 4:55. Rebels start the game with a 21% power play, so they're clicking on most cylinders. The Dukes with a 77% kill rate. Dukes finally slip it across their blue line thanks to Colin Godkin, who finishes his check on Ben Harris. They'll go side. Isaac Goody. And now Godkin trying to go one-on-one with Pigeon. Puck is down. He's joined by Gardner. Gardner chips it high. Comes down into the glove of the Rebels D. And back they come. This is Pigeon. He'll swing that around wide. Pino trying to catch up to it. He'll take a hit in front of the Dukes bench. Now Pigeon, a heavy shot, just wide. Kept in. And we'll get the stoppage of play. 31 seconds remaining in the Rebels power play. Their the first of the game for either side. Dukes come into the game in third place. 1 point behind the Highlanders, 4 points behind the Vitoes. And the Rebels are 2 down from that spot in fifth place. Shot on to Hatton. He'll steer it into the corner. Pino centers right in front and might have caught the crossbar. The high shot from Callahan. Hartman out of the box. Callahan fans on that shot. Another fan on the shot from Smallman. And it's Ace Oatway behind the goal. He's battling with Quinn McDonald. Now Arsenal. Some big bodies on the Rebels side. Of course, the Dukes are missing 3 of their big bodies in Murnahan, Elward, and Henry. Both teams trying to find the puck. That's going to be Bruce swinging that around. Intercepted by Phillips, who keeps it in for the moment. Now Sam Dunn. In his first taste of the rivalry. Dunn first in. He's harassed by Pigeon. In the near corner. Comes out in front. Good stick work by English. Chip that further ahead for the Dukes. And back comes Western. Hudson chipping it in deep. Zach Goody is with him. And it will be Aiden Green skating out for the Dukes. Chipped off his stick by veteran Joe Arsenault. Round behind for Lou. Smart move up the near boards. Kept in, however. After a 1-goal early deficit, Rebels have been in Duke's territory. Of course, thanks in some part to the Man advantage. And they're forechecking strong. No sign of weary road legs at all. English onside. He's got Arsenal. All 5 Rebels are back. Angel backhands it into the corner. Now Joe Arsenal. In front of his own bench, he'll chip that into center. Pulled down by Langell. Oh, they're going to say stick. And Langell takes an after whistle bump by Goody. Bruce Howitz, AP for the Rebels today, and for the face-off against Gavin Hartman, pardon me. It's somewhat early, Sunday morning. Battle of the APs in the face-off draw. Langell. He'll give the dump and chase, and now come back the Rebels through center. McEwen. He's been a big offensive force for the Rebels this season. Second on the team with 21 points. Send it back to Harris. Keeps it in. Rebels now with possession in the Duke zone. And they'll register yet another shot on Hatton. Almost 10 minutes of play here early on. Quick pace. 1-0 early on a goal by Colin McCormick. Heavy hit there. Hartman's back. Around the puck. Campbell Dunn. Green. Bruce shot. That's into the belly of Caleb Griffin. Campbell Dunn will be on him. And McCormick. Charging after Ben Harris like a kid charging down the stairs on Christmas morning. I promise you that will not be the last of the Christmas references today. We'll work in as many as we can. Now done. They get it in. McCormick's in as well. Lou harassed by Sam Surratt. Down Fisher now. Got a shot on Lynch. May have been a rebound. Fisher, after injuries and suspension, has been strong for the Dukes. McCormick goes back to Bower. Right back to McCormick. Lou moving in. Can't get the shot clear. Rebels turned over. Godkin. He's in against 4, however. The shot hit a Rebel. Didn't get through to Hudson Lynch. Godkin around the goal. Backhand. Finds his way back to the D. Who's pinched in. That's Lou. He'll spin. Get that into Godkin again. Gardner bangs it behind looking for Fisher. Fisher turns the other way. Now Goody starts out. And he'll run right over Lou. Welcome to U16. Goody's hitting everything he can out there. Turned over now. Gardner. Fisher can't find the handle. Back in front. English. Nice leg. Calm save there from Lynch. And the Rebels start out again. This is Isaac Goody. Gotta make sure I get the Goodies straight. Make sure I'm on Santa's Goody list. McLennan. He's got Dunn off the leg. English trying to be the first to it. Broken stick in the way. Quinn McDonald, he'll be bumped hard. Now it comes free. And the Dukes maybe with some miscommunication about who was going to jump on it. Joe Arsenault first to the Rebels. He'll go opposite corner. Physical game and a fast-paced game. We're 13 minutes in almost. Now Dunn with English. Dunn trying to work the body. Bruce Howard coming the other way. He's got Arsenal with him. Bruce tried to tie him up. Howitt's in. Couldn't get a handle on it. Nice move by the AP. Howitt found himself alone with Felix Hatton on the doorstep. McLennan takes over. Safe pass to Dunn. Trying to bank it off. Trying to get through Collins. Gavin Hartman, long strides through center. Hartman in tight, backhand. Another good quality save from Lynch on the short side. McEwen tried to get around using the bank pass to himself. No luck. Back comes Gavin Hartman. All the way in behind. Hartman's an AP. I'm sure he could play in this league, no problem. Size, speed, and skill. That one will land on the stick. 13:59. McCormick with his goal this morning keeps his turns his 4-game goal streak into 5. He got 12 points in his last 10 games. So McCormick climbing up the points list for the Dukes. And that'll make Grandma Jane please as punch. And she's in the audience tonight. Maybe she'll rewatch this tonight. Allison trying to chip it ahead. He has McEwen with him. A dangerous pair. Pigeon able to get that in deep. Turned back now by Lou. Pino's in for the Rebels. Backhand pass on the stick of Howitt. This is going to be a dandy, folks. You'll want to get your washroom breaks in before the intermission and not miss anything. McCormick, a backhand pass, kept in smartly by Bowering. He'll chase it in down the right side. Blocker save. Where is it? Hudson Lynch trying to find it. Key first save. And that's going to be icing.
Eastern Dukes would like to thank the following sponsors for their generosity.
Shout out to goaltending coach Nelson McCauley, who had Hudson Lynch under his training this past summer, along with my own son, Matthew Rooney, former Duke. He's in the house today, cheering on. Wouldn't miss this one. He's been part of the first 2 years of Dukes Rebels rivalry. Bowering will find Hartman low. He'll go back to Bowering. Around to McCormick. Campbell Dunn works free through the corner. McCormick, he's got it. Nice block. That might be Pino who took a brunt of that one. Nice block. Lynch is reaching for it. It slips past. He was in mid-reach. McCormick now, still with possession. Tried the backhand. The net was partially open. Duke was unavailable to chip that in. Back come the Rebels into the glove of McDonald. Can't get past center. Pigeon will be back for it with Hartman on his tail. Phillips looking forward his Pigeon in his feet. Down to Surratt. He'll go across ice up to Otway. Always dangerous. Ace Otway, the veteran. Quinn McDonald with a nice stick poke there, and back comes Godkin alone for the Dukes as they make changes. 3:45 to go, and it's been a quick period number 1. Collins all the way up, try to get it across to Howard. He takes a bump in the corner from Bruce. Back to Collins at the point. Changes direction. Surratt with a hit from Bruce. And Surratt didn't like that. Heavy hit there from Gardner on Collins. And there will be now a penalty coming the way of the Rebels. Power play is only 16%. Four-minute variety of the head contact. So Collins with the 4-minute, and this will take it to the end of the period. Rebels penalty to number 77, Ty Collins. 4 minutes for head contact. That's Collins for head contact. Time of the penalty is 16:54. Now Duke's trying to expand their lead. Not able to be kept in by McDonald to go all the way back to Hatton. Now English controls along the half wall into Sam Dunn. English goes back to McCormick. Shots on Lynch, no rebound. 12th shot on Lynch to 6 on Hatton. Rebels killing penalties at a 84% clip. Win by the Dukes on a face-off. Hartman will work it down into the corner. Nash Langell. Arsenault is on him. Leaves it for Hartman. Pigeon having a look at Hartman as he runs around behind the goal. One-time shot, and Lynch way out to take the angle. Nice play by number 35 in the goal for the Rebels, Hudson Lynch. Face-off goes into the Rebels' corner, but possession maintained. Bowering will walk across the blue line. Heavy shot from Fisher, which missed, and it'll push the Dukes out into neutral ice. Langell slips through Zach Goody. Hartman Arsenault swings it back to Fisher. Saucer pass to Bowering. He'll step in. Gets to the ringette line and fires wide. Approaching the last minute of play. Last minute of play in the first period. Fisher to Hartman. Back to Hartman. Half of the 4-minute penalty is gone. Bowering able to keep that in. Neat move with the line. And go back into the far corner. Hartman, ringette line shot. Over everything. Down to 35 seconds in the period. 1:25 in the penalty. Things stay the way they are. The Dukes will start. Shots go! Oh my, what a setup from Langell and McCormick. They missed the net. Good work by Langell. They try to center it again. That's behind, tied up. Noy in there for the Rebels. Side of the goal again. 2 whacks at it, McCormick. Is it in? No goal. McCormick had to stick up like he had scored. And Hudson Lynch held the door. 6 seconds is all we have left in the period. A minute remaining even on the penalty to Collins. Unless the Rebels have a clean win and a face-off, and it looks like it will be Harris. Tuck that up against the wall as the Horn goes, and of course, post whistle conversation going on. No doubt asking each other what's on each other's Christmas wish list. They'll talk about it more in the intermission. After one, shots on goal in favor of the Dukes, 15-6, and they have a 1-0 lead as we head to the second intermission. Grab a quick snack and be sure to come back for period number 2 from Montague between the visiting Western Rebels and the Eastern Dukes. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. Great period of hockey. Hey, how are you? Thanks.
Second goal not count because he got a penalty at the same time.
I guess they're going to say the penalty
That's at the
would
same
have caused
time,
the goal.
would have-
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. That's my understanding.
Yeah,
Anyhow.
I was looking. I went on my phone right after to let Emery and them know it was 2-0, and then I saw a blink in the box, and I'm like, then I looked at the board. I'm like, God, they must
Yeah.
call the goal up.
Yeah. Well, we went with. I mean, we knew about the goal before the penalty, so.
Yeah, good
So
game,
that's-
no?
Yeah.
Back and forth.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Nothing crazy. Good morning, Heather.
How are you?
How are you? Excuse me. How's it going? Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Welcome back to the ice, your Eastern Dudes. Welcome back to you. Joining us on High Button Sports, Mark Rooney with Sean McCormick on camera. As we approach the noon hour on Sunday, not many Sundays left before the big day. I hope we wish you all, while we think of it, a nice Christmas and all the best in 2026, or is it 7? 54 seconds left in the 4-minute head contact to the Rebels' Ty Collins. Hudson Lynch holding the fort down in the Rebels' goal, and they will go left to right, west to east in period 2. Lynch has been the star of the show for the Rebels thus far with 14 out of 15 saves. Back comes Joe Arsenault. Harder worker you're not going to find. Arsenault will lug it back. He'll be taken down. McCormick now. Done! Right on. Lynch again with another one. Nice setup from McCormick to Dunn. Along the ice, and Lynch had it sealed. Dunn with an open look now, and Lynch has got that one in his paraphernalia with no rebound. Are in the middle of a big home stretch. They had been on the road for a lot of the fall. Getting the net back in position. Lynch is ready. Dunn and Surratt are ready. It comes to English. That hit a leg of the Rebels. Didn't get through. Just 10 seconds left in the penalty. Front, can't find the handle, is done. Now McDonald slings it behind Phillips. Goes right back to the stick of Quinn McDonald. It's centered but picked up now. Back with it is Hudson. Drops for Otway. Otway the shot that hit a stick and deflected high over Felix Hatton. Now 2-on-2 come the Dukes. Done with English. Center tried to quick change of direction. Picked up by English behind the goal as that missed. Otway out with Surratt. 1-on-1 now with Aiden Green. Surratt charging for the net. Surratt bumped by Green right in front of the Rebels bench. Shot by right on, and Hatton headed in the tight angle. I think the net is off. Hatton attempting to make that tight angle save, bounded into the right post and knocked it off. So that's the cause for the whistle. 1-0 Dukes. Other action going on in the league currently in Moncton. The Thunderbirds have opened up a 1-0 lead against the visiting Valley Wildcats. Now Lou, who's looked good in the first period, called up. Into the skate of Pino. Finds its way to Allison, and Green muscles his way through. Fisher gets it to Lou. He'll go across to Fisher. Onside. Fisher shot. Oh, hit the cage of Lynch. Hopefully he'll be good. Better to catch it in the cage as a goaltender and as a father of a goaltender. I can tell you, better on the cage than on the side. Lynch looks to be appear okay. Gardner and Godkin in. McEwen trying to escape. And Bruce took a tumble. That's Pino. He's got Gardner in the rearview mirror. Gardner and Collins tied up behind the Rebels' goal. The puck is there somewhere as well. And there will be a penalty now. This one coming the way of the Dukes. We'll get you the particulars. A hold.
It's time for Island Postal Service's penalty kill.
This one against Godkin. Rebels will get their second power play of the morning, almost afternoon now. Referees are just deciding who is going to be on and who is going to be off the ice on the change with the penalty. DJ Sean Rooney in the house today, giving the fans what they want. Duke's penalty to number 7, Cohen Godkin. 2 minutes for holding. That's Godkin for holding. Time of the penalty is 3:32. Pino swings it across. Callahan with an open look. First save by Hatton. Shot one time. I don't know if Hatton got that or not. He's back again, making the splits. Looking like a Hungarian gymnast back there. My gosh, Olympics. Hatton will be there next for Team Canada. McDonald slaps that, kept in by the skate of Pino. He'll walk it across the blue line. Pino into the ringette line. McDonald trying to battle Pino for it. First there, Hartman, it's in his gear and he's away. Oh, that was Pigeon able to keep it from a break. Now he's in with Pino. Pino had to be careful. Good stick control as he was right in on top of his own goaltender. Just 35 seconds remaining in the penalty. A good look for the Rebels, but that was it, no more. 5 minutes into period number 2. It's a dandy as promised. Surratt charging in off the leg of Bruce. Collected by Goody. He walks in. Hatton will have it. Face-off is going to be to the left with just 11 seconds remaining in the man advantage for Western. Cruz Howard to take the face-off against Hartman. Off the glove, but no harm done. Penalty is over. Dukes will get back to 5-on-5 as Landro joins. Might have been off the post, and that net again has slipped off. Howard and Hartman again. Full strength. Nice redirect pass. That was by Howitt. Nice touch in the slot, trying to get that to a teammate. Now Green will be first to it. Dukes have been in their own zone a while. And now Langell trying to find Hartman. He's just off the stick. Hartman had a good stretch, looking for that pass. Hudson Lynch able to click that off into the corner. Kept in by Hartman. He is a big body out there. Lou, quick pass over to Green. Well handled. Up to Arsenault. Chipped ahead to Langell. Stick check from Harris and Lynch with the save. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would look for your 50-50 tickets, we will hand you some Christmas spending money. The last 4 digits of the winning ticket are 5777. Again, our winning 50-50 ticket number ends in 5777. If you're the holder of this ticket, please see Cindy bowering under the Canadian and provincial flags at the entrance to the rink, and we thank you for your support. Dumped in by the Dukes. Hartman will be first to it. Illinois to the sidewalk. Not as big as his brother, perhaps, but boy, is he strong on his feet. Quinn McDonald to Hartman. Hartman will go back the other way with it. Hartman now sees McCormick. Shot low, Lynch. Solid leg save again. They're trying to slip one under the legs of Lynch. Nothing yet. McCormick. McDonald all the way through. Clear shooting lane, and Lynch again with an efficient clear into the corner. Goalies make that look some easy. I can tell you. It's a 57-year-old rec league hockey player. It ain't that easy. McCormick now trying to go again. He missed the net. In tight. Lands on the stick of Dunn. That just missed. Now the Dukes with some offensive zone pressure. Centered in front. Oh! Lynch with a huge glove save to keep it at 1. Lynch is the POG so far for the Rebels, in my opinion. Who doesn't love some great big C on a Sunday morning? And that's piping through the PA system here in Montague. Hope you're able to feel the energy in this rink wherever you're watching from. Very tangible. Everybody wants to beat the other buddy. And there have been puck battle. Now here's McLennan. Backhand is wide. We had Lynch leaning perhaps. It's in front into the skate of Pigeon. Where is it? Off of Lynch. Excuse me. Somehow it hit him. Right place, right time for Lynch. Good positioning. But there have been battles for the puck at every turn. Green sidestepped the hard charging Smallman, who is no small man. A smart move on Green's behalf. Turned over to Otway, and now back comes Western. Green will take out his man. Bruce battles no problem there against McEwen. Now Fisher able to get through Harris. Chips it ahead. Godkin knocks it down on the near wall. And we're going to say gloved ahead to get the whistles. We're getting close to the halfway mark of period number 2. Low scoring affair. Tight checking affair. And and expect nothing less as the clock strikes noon. And on the 14th of December, first meeting of these two after 17 meetings in last year's season. 17. Of course, both of these teams will advance to the Maritime Championships, this year hosted in Prince Edward Island by the Western Rebels. No doubt they'll put on a great event, and both teams will look forward to that in early April. Fisher finishes his check. And that was fired by Bowering, rather, into the Rebels bench. And McEwen and Fisher are going to go for jawing at each other. So unsportsmanlike for both Fisher and McEwen. Big hit on the near wall. And some jawing after that. So they'll play 5-on-5. Again, a little post-whistle discussion. And a roughing call coming the way now. That will be, Goody. So one of the top scorers for the Rebels will sit. So now the Dukes have a man advantage. As Isaac Goody for roughing. Shot on Lentz with a save. It's loose in front.
Oh wait, you mean 9:46 ended the period?
along with 10 assists for 27 points to lead the Rebels. Now they're looking for more. Hatton has got the rebound as well, and that will rejuvenate the Rebels. We're tied at 1. 6:49 remaining here in period number 2. We told you to be a dandy. Shots in the second period in favor of the Dukes, 10-8. The Rebels have scored. Langell sees Arsenault breaking through. He may have a step. He does. Sun Pigeon. Oh, a nice save off the shoulder, maybe the head again of Lynch. Now Arsenault tried to go across. Nobody home. McDonald chips that through. Dukes unable to cash in. And Lou collects that. Nice movement by the young defenseman. Pounded around. Arsenault is going to be first to it. He had Pigeon on him. In front, Arsenault scores! Arsenault was left all alone. In front, he had a moment to find the hole on Lynch. And Arsenault knows what to do with it. His 9th of the season. 12-9-19. Arsenault's 9th of the season, and the Dukes regain their 1-goal lead. So giveaways in either zone have resulted in 2 goals here towards the end of period number 2. Duke's goal, his 9th of the season, scored by number 12, Connor Arsenault. Assist to number 9, Nash Langell. And number 19, Gavin Hartman. That's Arsenault from Langell and Hartman. The time of the goal is 14:01. Onside come the Rebels. Their equalizer was short-lived. Less than 2 minutes, a minute and 21 seconds, in fact. They were tied, and the Dukes found Arsenault in the slot all alone, and he made the Rebels pay. For Arsenault, 6 points in his last 5 games. 8 in his last 10. He's got a 5-game point streak. Oh, is it in? No! They're going to wave that off. That net, they're going to say, is off, I think. Try to interpret the issue here. Looks like we're going to have Surratt in the penalty box. So it will be a 10-minute misconduct handed the way of Surretto after equalizing the game. And referee Cooper explaining the situation to head coach Brett Gallant. Can't really hear the conversation. So that will be a big loss. Team leader in points, Surratt, will have to sit for 10 minutes. It'll take us well into the period number 3. have to get an explanation for you if possible. We will play 5-on-5. So the net result, pun intended I suppose, the net did come off. From my vantage point, I couldn't quite see exactly what caused it. Hatton was spread eagle, may have been his gate. People thought they had scored, and instead they're going to be down Sam Surratt for 10 minutes of game time. Rebels penalty to number 92, Sam Surratt. 10-minute unsportsmanlike misconduct. That's Surratt. A 10-minute misconduct. Time of the penalty is 15:01. Rebels with control. Still 5-on-5. Looking for the equalizer before the end of the period. McCormick through his own crease. Got some speed. Hartman. That's chipped up high in center. McCormick able to punch that through. Harris swings it across. Finds Otway in stride. Handled there by Bruce. Bruce doesn't seem to be afraid of the physical play at all. In front, that's dangerously tipped there. And that was Zach Goody, who was on the doorstep of Felix Hatton, and will be icing against the Dukes. So no changes for the Dukes. Their personnel will stay out. 4:09 remaining here in the period. Pigeon. Right on the stick of Hatton. Now Bruce, fans on it, turned over to Hudson. Cruz Howard chasing after that. Howard still, now Joe Arsenal. Similar build, same shot. 3 right-handed shots on there now for forward position. Lynch chips it ahead. Oh, McCormick. Put it on the stick, and McCormick did Lynch. And McCormick backhanded it to an empty slot. Arsenault can backhand that in. Nice move by Lou. All the APs for the Dukes and for the Rebels for that have looked very good. Great sign for up-and-coming U16 wannabes or beyond. If you can play U16 as an AP, you can probably perhaps handle U18 major.
Candace Farmer Choice, Hanson Electric, Quick Stop Stratford, Dyer Holdings Incorporated, and Earthform Landscape Professionals.
As I mentioned, the Dukes are home to finish out 2026. The Rebels next weekend will be at home in Tyne Valley to face the always tough Basin Armada. And then, boy, oh boy, if you didn't get enough in your Christmas stocking on the big day on December 27th, it'll be Dukes Rebels in alone scores! Tobin McEwen found the lane down the right side. And he found the hole on Hatton to equalize the game with less than 3 to go. Helpers from Caleb Griffin. And the Rebels have found their way back. Tied a game. Here we go. Rebels goal to number 17, Tobin McEwen. Assist number 22, Caleb Griffin. And number 44, Caleb Smallman. That's McEwen from Griffin and Smallman. Time of the goal is 17:08. So a late second period goal has us knotted at 2. English redirects that back towards Bowering. He'll circle behind the net. McDonald picks it up in the backhand. Lofting that high. Grabbed out of the air by Collins, and they're going to say that was gloved ahead to cause the whistle. And the post-whistle discussions are becoming a little bit more frequent. Nonetheless, we're at 2-2 with under 2 to go in period 2. Shots are 10 for the Rebels and 12 for the Dukes still. The Rebels have found the back. Now here's Hartman. Nice move. Oh my goodness. Lynch with a stretch. Hartman looked like he was going to go through the crease. He stopped. He tried to go short side. Lynch almost gave up the post, but not quite. Excellent rush by Gavin Hartman for the Dukes. He'll take the face off against Callahan. And one in control by the Dukes. Langell circling. Find Green, who thumbs in, and Lynch has it. And good on his rebound control has Lynch. Dukes will be home again next weekend as the Martello Buccaneers come to town Saturday night at Simmons in Charlottetown, and right back here in Montague on Sunday morning. We'll have all the action for you as well, the Rebels games on High Button Sports. Shot, Hatton with the glove, with the stick save. Back the other way, Langell tried to go cross ice to Hartman. Hartman, a great reach. Into Langell, backhand. Last minute of play in the second period. Now Lou, safe play across to Bowering. Up to Arsenault, to the skate of Langell. This line's been on a long time. They made some things happen, and Lynch with another nice save and hold. And we're going to have another penalty assessed. This one going the way of the Rebels for a slash. No, excuse me, it will be Arsenault for the Dukes with 40 seconds remaining. This will give the Rebels a goal opportunity. So with 40 seconds left, we have a man advantage for Western. Hatton with a nice glove save to keep that at 2. Hatton will have to be steady here in the next 32 seconds with the Rebels wanting to grab their first lead of the game before the intermission. Duke's penalty to number 12, Connor Arsenault. 2 minutes for slashing. That's Arsenault for slashing. Time of the penalty is 19:20. Net is off again. Peg in that far right post. Goalie slide into it hard to cover. Not short side, and it is meant to come off. Safety feature, of course. Green. Hayes able to slip that past Goody. And that will be English with just 7 seconds left, trying to keep it in Rebels territory. Dukes may be successful here. Good forechecking by the power. The penalty killing of Godkin. I may have said English, but at Godkin, of course. And it's been an eventful second period, with the Rebels scoring twice. Surratt and McEwen, two of their top goal scorers. 2-0 lead was established. Excuse me, a 2-1 lead was established by Arsenal. So we sit 2-2 after 2 periods of play. Grab yourself a quick snack, decorate a Christmas cookie, and we'll be back for an exciting period 3 on High Button Sports. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise and welcome back to the ice, your Eastern Dudes! Welcome back for what promises to be an awesome third period of play between these two Highland rivals in Game 1 of what's being called the Summit Series. Each team will start with one in the box. Surratt serving the remaining 2 minutes and 40 seconds of his 10-minute misconduct, and Arsenault with a late period slash. And he'll have 1 minute 20 seconds remaining there. So the Rebels start with the man advantage. Comment was just made that if these two teams were at opposite ends of the standings, it would still be a dandy game. I promise you a strong third period from both. Maybe get some free hockey out of this. We're underway. Period number 3 from Montague. Scores! Looks like a crossbar and down. And that sure didn't take long. And the Rebels have their first lead of the game. Brady Allison on the power play. Allison with his 11th of the year. And a costly power play goal for the Dukes. Rebels goal scored by number 71, Brady Allison. Assist to number 9, Ellis Callahan. That's Allison from Callahan. Time of the penalty is 14 seconds. And the Rebels will turn the power play back over to the Dukes as Caleb Griffin will go for tripping. And that'll get the Dukes bench going. They need to score to tie this back up early in the third. Promised it would be good. Rebels penalty to number 22, Caleb Griffin. 2 minutes for tripping. That's Griffin for tripping. Time of the penalty is 22 seconds. Tied up nicely for the push the Dukes way back. Here comes Joe Arsenault, hard charging. He takes a tumble, he's down. Now it's 5-on-3 as Arsenault looks to get back into play. McDonald can't get it through, and back go the Dukes. Almost halfway through the penalty to Griffin. Campbell Dunn with some speed. Takes the corner. Back to English. Back to McDonald. English, top of the circle. Campbell Dunn. Feeds McDonald at the blue line. 50 seconds remaining in the man advantage. McCormick has it lost off his stick. And back the other way comes Collins. Collins shoots. He misses. Good rush by the tall defenseman. And just textbook really from the Rebels here on this penalty kill thus far. Tied up in front of the box, the penalty box that is. It'll go back in the stick of Bowering. Just 10 seconds remaining in the man advantage. Bowering with a rush. He tried to get through Pigeon unsuccessfully. Bowering still with the puck. Finds his way back to Hartman at the point. Side of the goal, Angel. Crossbar. Looking for the rebound is everybody. And the Rebels break out with it. Here comes Cruz Howitt. Stops up at the half wall. National Angel trying to come back the other way. He feeds Arsenault onside. Phillips. And Owe retains possession. in the corner. Langel's on him. Rebels with a very early third period goal to take a 3-2 lead. Cross ice pass. The rebound off the boards. And back comes Otway. Otway and Green with a heavy hit. Puck able to be kept in by Norrie. Now Arsenault with a break. Connor Arsenault one-on-one with Lynch. Arsenault! Lynch stops him. Great rush for Arsenault. Lynch was good low on the right pad. Back the other way is Gardner. And going to be gloved ahead. That will cause a stoppage of play. One shot each in period number 3. However, that one shot for the Rebels was the difference in the game. As it's Allison with the go-ahead goal for Western. They had a late game last night in Truro. Obviously home, and then an early morning to get, for some of them, clear across the islands to Montague today. And they still have their legs about them as they have skated into a 3-2 lead. Heavy hit from Gardner right in front of the Duke's bench, and that's got them all fired up. Shout out to Bennett Collins, brother of Rebels defenseman Ty Collins. Got himself a birthday today. Happy birthday, Bennett. Lou handles that in front of his own goal. He sets Gardner off down the right side. Near side to the camera. And now here comes Isaac Goody. Around the goal. Goody stopped up temporarily by Gardner. Lou's got him tied up now. Goody still with the puck. Shot is high off a stick and into the mesh for the stoppage as we get approximately 5 minutes into period number 3, where the Rebels have come across a 3-2 lead. Off will be in Duke's territory, won by the Dukes, powering along behind his own goal. Green, those Dukes defensemen, of course. Their crew is down 3. Aylward, Henry, and Murnahan. It's in front! And Lynch has it under him somehow. That was the most dangerous opportunity for the Dukes in period 3. Langell and Allison. Won by the Rebels. Out to center. That's Bruce. Sends it right back in. Dukes forechecking with 2. English and Dunn. Dunn's going to take on Pigeon. 2 former foes in the U16AAA league last year. Pigeon with the mid-aisle matrix and Dunn of the what was then the Central Attack, currently the Charlottetown Islanders. Heavy hit. Pino is slow to get up. He is, fortunately, but he looks to be laboring. And now Green takes one, and he's very slow to get up. And as the Dukes touch the puck, Green will get himself to the bench, as Hudson Pino will, both under some duress. Different plays, only seconds apart. 5:51 gone in period number 3. Dunn and Hartman. Hartman shot at the Last behind Lynch. Lynch certainly held the door shut tight for a lot of the game, even though the Dukes did score 2. But in a lot of the first period, Rebels are outshot badly. And they're going to think there's a turnover to Sam Surratt, who's back on the ice after his 10-minute misconduct. So yes, the Rebels will certainly have to give Hudson Lynch a pat in the back. Wrap up another Christmas gift for him. Now the shot! Oh! Hatton's got it! Into the breadbasket, as Islanders commentator George Matthews would say. Good luck to our Charlottetown Island Coastal Knights, the parent club here of the Dukes. They're on their way to Fredericton, and I understand they're watching on the bus. Hello, fellas. You've had a busy weekend. 2 at home against the Moose, and let's go get them in Fredericton today. Okay, Knights? That's what I... No doubt they're going to be pulling for the Dukes here to come back in this one. Rebels with some pretty good ozone pressure in period number 3. Both teams determined. Arsenault with a soft shot that made it all the way through, however. And Hatton had to have the leg. Green back on the ice, so bumped, bruised, but not disabled. He's back. And we'll look for Pino for the Rebels. Hartman's in with Dunn. Dunn and Lynch again with the save in the cover. Both goalies have their rebounds nicely today. Face off, the Dukes will have to the right, left rather, my right, of Lynch. And back comes Outway. McDonald tried to chip it through him. Outway's right on top of him. McDonald, look at that guy go. McDonald to Hartman, trying to find Langell coming in behind, and back come the Rebels. Bowering's back. Outway feeds across. Shot! Felix Hatton, 20 H's with a huge save to keep it at 3-2. Excellent setup there by the Rebels, charging hard. That weak shot from Callahan got into the skates and off to Bowering. Now Hartman didn't know he had time. It did get out. He'll pick it up through center. Trying to weave across the Rebels blue line. Pulled down by Bruce, and it did come out of the line. So Bruce pulled that down just outside the line, went back in, and that's the reason for the offside. And the whistle, 11:20 in period 3. Pushed ahead by Isaac Goody. Green there for it. In front, another save! Lynch with 2 beauties. Has to be player of the game so far for the Rebels. Phillips behind his own goal, not going to make it out. Green on the line, takes a bump, gets it to Godkin. Now a turnover. It's Goody all the way down Broad Street. Hatton with a save and good back checking from Godkin, who takes a bump for his efforts. Another nice save from Hatton, and Hatton is down. I think he's okay.
It's time for Chucky Sports Excellence Power Play.
This will be Goody now with the penalty. So towards the midway mark of the third period, Zach Goody for cross-checking gives the Dukes their man advantage. Sorry? Also, Bruce, and the Rebels score! Seconds in. And they double their 1-goal lead to 2, 4-2.
17, and then I just got to figure out who's playing center.
Earlier on the penalties. 71. I'll watch the report here and announce. Cross-checking earlier for Bruce and McEwen. And again, the Rebels now with a 2-goal lead. Dukes in a hole, down 2. Penalties to the Western Rebels, number 21, Zach Goody, and to the Dukes, number 22, Evan Bruce. Both received 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of that penalty was 9:25. Rebels goal scored by number 17, Tobin McEwen. Assist to number 71, Brady Allison. Time of the goal is 9:29. So just 4 seconds after the penalties, the Rebels pop one in again past Hatton. Real proud. Gonna have to pull a little Montague magic here, a little Christmas miracle as the Dukes are down 2. Neatly kicked ahead by McDonald. Arsenault, Hudson, Howard, forward line for Coach Brett Galander, buzzing in Dukes territory. Here's the captain, McCormick. He's got 2 with him. Hartman and Dunn. McCormick in front, just off the edge of the stick of Hartman. That was a nice setup. Hartman again, the rebound was there. First save made by Lynch. McDonald swings it across the green. Down low, McCormick. Back to Green. Into Hartman. Your team veterans here. Green swings at it, misses, not able to keep it in. And now time is the enemy against the Dukes, not just the Rebels. That's redirected on Hatton. Yep. 8:08 is what we have on the clock. 4-2 Rebels. 2 third-period goals, one by Allison and the other by McEwen. And that goal just 14 seconds in on the power play for the Rebels really got them going. Comes back to Callahan and into the gear of Hatton. Hartman against Callahan. That's a clear win by Callahan. Shot missed. Arsenault now, who has the Duke's second goal. Would love to add to his game totals. You've got Callahan, Arsenault, and Hartman. And Surratt just bounces off of Hartman. There's a shot from Lou, and it didn't get through. 7 minutes. Lou quickly turns, recognizing the Rebels on the change. Kicks off of Arsenault. Finds his way back to Bowering. He's going to try to go up the boards. He's stopped at center. No icing on the call. Dukes are back for it. Lou first there. Goody on his trail. It's in front. And chipped nicely by Gardner to Arsenault. They'll chip that ahead and get changes. Inside 7 to go. Rebels 4, Dukes 2 in game number 1 of the 3-game Summit Series. A shot, that's off the glove of Hudson Lynch. Back to Bruce. Bruce will put that in. Lynch will steer that into the corner with the blocker. Now as Fisher tripped up by the stick of the goalie, Lynch. And the puck had a play for the whistle. 6-10. Shot right on. Lynch just got it again. Face off one, but 1-2 cleanly. Rebels are back. Green gets that out. Dukes need 2 to tie. Here, we're going to have a penalty now. That will give them a bit of help. Patton for the extra attacker. And the Rebels have back to the penalty box.
It's time for Chucking Sports Excellence Power Play.
We'll get the particulars here for you. That's a charge. That's going to go against Allison. And this is an opportunity that the Dukes need to take advantage of as time is running out. It was a power play goal that gave the Rebels their first lead of the game. Can the Dukes take advantage of it and get one back? Rebels penalty to number 71, Brady Allison. 2 minutes for charging. That's Allison for charging. Time of the penalty, 14-17. Lynch with his first power play save. That's high. And that'll get into the mesh. We're getting toward the 15-minute mark in period number 3. Oh, off the side of the net, perhaps. Shot. Where is it? Lynch scrambling for it. He may have gotten a piece of that off the shot of Fisher. The first one was side of the net. And that got people a little excited with the loud ding. So this face-off comes outside the Dukes blue line. Linesman Cole Doyle drops that. 40 seconds into the penalty to Allison. 5 minutes remain. Hartman's got Arsenault on him. Fisher across the blue line, onside. Hartman feeds that to Quinn McDonald. Langell goes back to McDonald. Hartman in the slot. McDonald will go back to the corner to Langell. Good puck possession by the Dukes. They need a shot. McDonald will shoot it. That's off the stick of Zach Goody. Into the corner harmlessly, but picked up by Langell. Shot right on, the rebounds! 2 for Lynch. Langell with a quick turn and fire, and the rebound was there as well. Presence of mind by Lynch. Puck drop won by the Dukes. Back to McCormick. They need 2 to tie. 4 minutes left. Cross ice one time. Lynch has it. Not sure if it was a catch and release or he just lost it temporarily. Done without the stick. Picked up now. He's got a teammates. 14 seconds left. McCormick backhand to Sam Dunn. He'll cross ice. Cross the blue line, excuse me. Will go cross ice as well. 5 seconds. Done with someone else's stick. The shot. Back to McDonald. Penalty is over. Down low, Sam Dunn. Tried to feed it in front. McCormick in front. Oh, Lynch! Wow. That's about the third one of those today. Not that the Dukes haven't had their chances. In front, Hartman! Tried the soft approach. The hard shots Lynch has gotten. In front again, scores! Oh boy, things just got interesting if they weren't already. Colin McCormick again, his second of the day.
6-17.
Oh boy, hold on to your hats now. McCormick with his 11th of the season. And everyone's up now. So the captain surpasses teammate Sam Dunn for the goals lead on the team. Nobody cares about that. They want one more to tie this and take it to overtime. Duke's goal, his 11th of the year and second of the game, scored by number 6, Colin McCormick. Assist to number 17, Blake Hartman. That's McCormick from Hartman. Time of the goal, 17:03. So now, if we are still, that's going to be icing, I think, on the Dukes. Fisher driving hard, and it is icing. The question then becomes, when does goaltender Felix Hatton head for the Dukes bench? .221 to go. We told you it'd be a beauty today. Shame there are only going to be 3 of these this year. Of course, there'll be a playoff series, and both teams, of course, I didn't get finished in my earlier comment about the provincials, but both teams, or Maritime Championship rather, both teams will be advancing as the Rebels will be hosting. The Dukes will represent the island regardless of the outcome of the playoff series. The last 2 years have gone 7 games, and they have been beauties. So that one was up into the mesh and out of play. Puck's been retrieved and we're ready to go. To the right of Felix, left of Felix Hatton. On my right. Bowering able to chip that ahead to Hartman. We'll keep an eye on the net for you. Dukes with possession. Chip pass Lou and Bowering is back. Head coach Will Proud on the bench, looking to get Hatton's attention when the time is right. Chipped ahead. Rebels forechecking. They have two inside the Duke's territory. And it's tied up nicely. Bowering now able to free it. Campbell done. Now Hatton charges for the net. McCormick charges for the puck at the other end. Delayed offside. Lou's back for it. Last minute of play in the third period. Dukes with 6 on 5. Hartman coming to the bench. Langell. McDonald join. McCormick. The hat trick. No! Stopped by Lynch again. Where is it? Back to the line. Bowering. McDonald. Bowering. Quick shot. Miss the net. 2 Dukes are behind the goal. 30 seconds left. Shot. Leg save. Without the stick. It's on the goal line again. Lynch is having a heck of a game, and that net has gone one more time. Dukes with all sorts of pressure. And they did everything but score. And the Eastern Dukes will get a breather. The Eastern Dukes call their 32nd timeout. And that'll give everybody a chance to regain their breath. Coach Proud and Coach Gallant drawing up their respective offense and defensive plays. They'll have their personnel out that they wish. And nobody wants to lose this game. Rebels 19 seconds away from a 2-win weekend, and this being the only game for the Dukes, they would love nothing more than to provide this great crowd in Montague with some free hockey, and you, of course, at home. Puck drop to Lynch is right, and the player of the game. It's one. Gunn with possession. McCormick trying to get it in front. Just 12 seconds remain. Back to Gunn. Shot. Hit a leg. It's in front. And 2 seconds remaining. The Rebels will take game 1. The Rebels will take game 1 of the first of 3. What a game it was. What a beauty. 26 shots in total for the Rebels. They made them count. 49 for the Dukes. Hudson Lynch, the star of this one. Shots on goal in the third period for the Western Rebels, 9, 3-period total 26. And for the Eastern Dukes, 19 for a 3-period total of 49. Final score, Western Rebels 4, Eastern Dukes 3. Next home action for the Eastern Dukes will be next Saturday evening in Charlottetown at Simmons Sports Center. And again, back here next Sunday morning. We hope you'll be able to join us. Thank you so kindly for coming. Drive safely and enjoy the rest of your weekend. We thank you as well for joining on High Button Sports. For Sean McCormick, my name is Mark Rooney. So pleased to be along with you for this one. It was a beauty, and there'll be more to come in the future. Hope to see you next weekend again here on High Button Sports. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you for watching.